The new V6 software now allows photographers to use their keyboard with Photoshop, but it does require a second install. The install is pretty much the same for Mac and PC, so I'm going to show it to you on a PC, although PC users do have one extra step. The first thing you're going to do on a PC, and again Mac is pretty similar, you're going to find the second install. And you want to just make sure you know where this is, install number 2, because you're going to go and find this location from within Photoshop. So let's go do that. I've got Photoshop here. So installing this, what it does is it installs some scripts and it installs some actions. You're going to go and you're going to go to the File menu. You're going to go to Scripts. You're going to go to Browse. So let's see here. You can't see that. Let's go up here. File, Scripts, Browse, and you're going to navigate your way to that folder that you were just looking at a minute ago. So I'm going to go to V6 PC subscription, install step 2, install here, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to run the install file that's right there. So you do that, and Photoshop's going to think for a minute, and you're going to get a thank you. It's going to say thanks for using the Photoshop RPG keys for Photoshop version 402. That is the proper number for this Photoshop plugin, so to speak. So that's pretty much it for Photoshop. You can confirm that it worked because if you go to your Actions panel, you're going to see a whole bunch of new actions. So that's that for Photoshop. Now, PC people only have to tell the RPG keys which version of Photoshop they're using. And the way you do this is you open up that same folder, you go to Install Step 2, you're going to go to Install here, and put your mouse on either the Install or Test Logo icon, JSX files, and you're going to right-click, and you're going to say Properties, and it wants to know what software to open this program with. So yours is going to say something other than Photoshop, and you're going to click Change, and then it's going to ask you to, if it doesn't find Photoshop, you're going to browse for it, but most people it will find Photoshop and offer that as an option. If not, you click Browse, go find the version of Photoshop that you're using, and click OK. When you're done, if you've done this properly, these files now will have a Photoshop icon. Now keep in mind that if you're using a 64-bit version of Photoshop, to tell it that that's what you want to use those files in. So make sure that you're picking the 64-bit version of Photoshop as opposed to the 32-bit version. Mac people don't have to do this step. So that's the install. Should only take you a moment. Now using the keyboard in Photoshop is really much easier now than it used to be. All of those actions and all those tools that just installed into Photoshop with our installer are now available here in the macro list in V6. Again, same as the PC as a Mac. So if you search for, you go up here and you search for the word crop, and you hit enter, now all of the tools that have the word crop in there are going to come in. If you want to see the entire list, get rid of the crop and hit enter, and here they are. And this list continues to grow, every week. So our monthly subscribers get upgrades and updates to their software remotely, and we continue to add functions based on user feedback. Okay, so there it is. That's the install. Take care.